Since I have this here on the board, I will now discuss just very briefly the definition of impulse. Here is the equation of the Newton's second law of motion in the rate of change of momentum form. Now, if I go one step up here, if I take this delta t and I move it up here, we're going to get that the net force times the change in time equals m delta v. In other words, net force times delta t equals change in momentum, delta p, change in momentum. Now, this idea of how long a force is acting is, I guess there are two ways of thinking about it. How long could be over how much of a distance the net force is acting. So F net times d, the distance over which the net force is acting, we call that the work done by the force on the object. This how long, meaning how long in terms of time, times the net force, we call that quantity impulse. So this right here, that's impulse. That's how we define impulse. So the force times the amount of time which the force is acting, and we can now write that impulse equals to the change in momentum. Change in momentum. In other words, impulse changes momentum. That's what an impulse is, and that is its effect. Its effect is change in momentum of objects.